Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sanaa. You know, you always wait to see who will be in your video. They got Sam. So that was exciting. Amber cannot sing. But thank you for trying. Sanaa, you didn't have to say we met 20 years ago. But I am going to say, you know, I remember when I was 29, I came to LA, and I don't know if you know the people who wear the turbans, the psychics that stop you on the street. I'm walking, the psychic says, "Can I talk to you?" And I'm like, ignoring him. And he says, "Can I talk to you? You're going to be very successful." So that made me turn around because I was... Oh, it was me. And he said, "You're going to be very successful." He looks at my palm, and I said, "Oh, when?" And he said, later. I said, "Like 2 years, like you see 2? You see like 2 or you see 3 years?" No, later. So like 5, you're saying 5. Because you know at 29, you're like, oh, it should be, like the time is now. As women, you feel like you have a clock. And especially, you know, back then. So, no, later. And I was with someone, I was in love. And I said, "Did you see us together?" And he said, no. He's not an honest man. So I was like, first of all, you're unsolicited. You don't just go stand on street corners asking people to read their palms and then say what you're saying. So, no. I rebuked him. Cut to 20 years later, a career that has been consistent but many times felt, you know, like when you have like a bathtub and you're filling it up slow, but it's a deep bathtub, and you see the water, but it's... That was my journey, you know. I never had a quantum leap. That was overnight. But there's so much that you learn in the journey, and so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the journey because while you're pursuing your career, life is happening. And I have met some incredible people who have been in my life, who are still in my life. Sanaa is right, I'm a dog lover. When my dog passed away, I was on the phone with Elisa, who's here. And I came, and he was, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but he died suddenly. I'm screaming. Elisa, the phone drops. 10 minutes later, she's at my house. 20 minutes later, they were like the 3 wise men, y'all. 20 minutes later, Melissa came. Sanaa came with an overnight bag. They had floral essence spray, Xanax, Ativan, cannabis oil. They showed up when they knew I couldn't, and that's what life requires. I couldn't even have this moment if I didn't have the people who have been in my life enabling me to sustain the times that have been difficult, that have been doubtful, the heartbreaks. I remember I was so heartbroken, and I was like, baby, I want to take you to see this lady. She's like intuitive. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. So I said, okay. And she's like, I'm going to pay for it. It's my treat. So she's waiting downstairs. I'm downstairs. I come bawling, because basically she told me we were never getting back together. This is right before the convent almost happened. And I remember I was so upset, but my friends were so there. I can't even describe what it's like when you're auditioning, when you don't get things, when your personal life isn't amazing, your professional life is fine, but there's nothing exciting happening. And I want to thank my team. Y'all know behind the black girl magic is some white man power. There they go. Gotta have that. So let me say thank you to Andrew Rogers, Craig Shapiro, my lawyer, Mitch, my manager, who is black, Brian. He came with that black man power, too. And, you know, they fight for me like I'm a 30-year-old white man. I mean, sometimes... Sometimes we're on a conference call and I'm looking at the phone like, I think we might be a little too aggressive. They're battling it out, I'm listening. My lawyer, who literally has held up deals unless hair is written into the contract. Who will not close until we get, oh, Megan, until we get some wigs, some weaves. My business manager, who has been with me when all I was walking debt. Who has worked without even taking commission, looking at me saying, baby, you don't have it. And it was true. I want to thank every woman in this room whose face I've seen or voice I've heard. It's inspired me, who's given me kind smiles, who's been excited for me, who's noticed me. You know, Sanaa used to wait, so where's Regina? Sanaa was looking at 227 the other day, and Regina King was on, and I was like, damn, Regina's got a lot of hair. You ever look at old reruns of TV? Regina King has thick hair. She had a thick head of hair her whole life. No, she really did, and they weren't really doing, it was her own hair, it's her own hair. But it was really thick. But anyway, so we were watching 227, and I remember one day I was staying at Sanaa's house. Do you remember? And Sanaa was like, and I needed a job, and Sanaa was like, baby, I shouldn't tell you, but Philip just told me you're gonna get an offer tomorrow. And I was so excited, and I was like, I am? Don't say anything to your agents, because I wasn't supposed to tell you. The next day happens. They didn't call yet, baby. Did he stay? Okay, well, I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna say that you told me. I'm just gonna ask if anything's going on. Nothing. Anyway, it turns out the offer was for Regina King. Sanaa was telling her agent, no, my friend it's Regina Hall. She's talented, baby. Sanaa was always making a case. I would stand beside her and they'd be like, Sanaa, we love you. And she'd be like, this is my friend. She's also very talented. This is Regina Hall. Baby, come here. Because your friends support you and they want you to be seen. And She does know all my secrets. I know hers too. I'm gonna write a book when things get rough. Melissa, Shonda, Elisa, Golden, thank you. It's always the ones you know and love, you know? Thank you for being so wonderful to me, for crying with me, for cheering me on. Thank you for, you know, when you don't get a job, thank you for being the friends who say, well, you know the movie's not gonna be good. Why do your friends, every time you don't get a job, your friends are like, honey, it's not gonna be good anyway. Everybody's friends are like, I know I'm not gonna go see it. And you're like, well, there's two people. During every breakup, for saying, you know, baby, he couldn't handle you. He was too insecure. I mean, it's so great because your friends give you those words because they know that you need to make it through those moments. And it's real for them because they love you that much. So as I celebrate this, I want to celebrate every woman in this room who maybe, and man, y'all are here. Who, at whatever part of the journey that you're in, because it's a never-ending journey, and these moments are amazing and they're exciting, but they're fleeting. Tomorrow we'll go on. My agent will call me and say they still haven't responded. Brian will call and say, well, I'm calling the people above them, so we're gonna make way. Because it's never ending. But it's not really about that. It's about what we show each other. It's about the love we give to each other. It's about the empowerment that we feel as people. It's about me seeing you and saying thank you. It's about receiving each other, that knowing that whether you're hot or cold, you are still amazing. You are incredible. Not defined by your high moments, not defined by your low ones. Kiki, congratulations. First of all, let me congratulate Amandla, who is so incredibly talented, so beautiful. The first time I met her, she was literally sick and coming to, well, maybe a week after, and she was coming to rehearsal and she was giving every single second of herself, carrying her script. Thank you for your work and the hate you give and everything. You were phenomenal, and I cannot wait to continue to see you shine and do so much in every area. Kiki, the first time I saw Kiki was at TIFF, Toronto. I was like, who's the tall, pretty young thing in here? Oh, that's Kiki. She's an actress. She's amazing. Thought Kiki was a model, but she is more than that. Her beauty is inside and out. You are radiant. And I'm so excited for you. And will energetically and physically be supporting you in every way. Jennifer, thank you. You are phenomenal. I've watched you on stage. You are so honest and authentic with your life, who you are as a woman. I can't name everything I've watched you in, but I can say that I've been inspired and in awe. Equally. There's so many women in here, and I cannot name them all. Cece. Damn, did Angela leave? Wherever she is. Thank you to every single one of you, and I just want you to know I see you. And sometimes we wait for the world to see us, but, let us see each other before the world does. And with that, I'm going to take my award and brag. No, I'm not. I'm going to be like fake humble. I know, I can't believe it. I didn't really deserve it. No, but this is such an honor. Essence, you have been a part of my life since I was, what if I just wouldn't stop, y'all? And I was like, so. When I was young, my mother used to levitate. Kiki done gave me her cold. No, I'm joking. Sinus, no, I'm joking. So, no, but I am gonna say, I do want to say, Essence, you have been a part of my life since, I grew up. My mother, Essence was one of the first magazines I've ever seen, and I love it. And, what you do every year and the love you create in this room to support and allow us to flourish so that we know that we are loved and we are held high is immense. And so to Essence, thank you. To the other women who have been nominated tonight, thank you. To Sanaa Lathan. Let me tell y'all something real quick, though. Wait. Wait, she didn't want to sit up here. What if I was like, Sanaa, get my shoes. I gotta go. Wait, why is she treating me like the Sandman? Jennifer, this is a room of love. But I want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.